Hello everybody. Well, it's kitchen day and I'm going to start showing you the artwork in my kitchen. Of course, this is a typical gay refrigerator with all sorts of fun things magnetized to it. And I'm going to start on our red wall today, and I'm going to begin with a piece by my dear old friend Roman Esser, which was done in the mid-90s when I had Mad Magda's Russian Tea Room. As I had said yesterday, I owned Mad Magda's, which is a cafe, and I had a lot of artists that came in there, and that's when I really started collecting the bulk of my art. And I call it my borscht collection because artists would start tabs, and they would trade their art for food, coffee, and bowls of soup. So we're going to start right now with a lot of coffee. We're going to start right now with this ironing board piece. This is called Self-Cleaning Republican. And if we go in a little bit closer here, we'll start at the top. We're going to move down. I think this is really apropos for right now, isn't it? I wish they would clean themselves up. Anyway, as you move down here, you see the pistol, then you see the self-cleaning Republican. I like the heart, little ice cube, cold. Moves down to the TNT 2,000 tons, 100% karma. And that's where Roman's head was at that time, and I have to assume that's where his head is at today as well. Now we're going to move over this way. There's a great poster to one of my favorite films. This is Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Back in the 80s, my friends Russell and Mark and I would have endless pesto parties and would show this movie. He would show this movie 100 times. We must have seen it 100 times and known every line from it. One of my favorite films, and this actually belongs to Mark, my roommate Mark. And you'll see some of his artwork as we move through the house. Now we're going to go up to the top here, and we're going to see a couple of these pieces. This is from Mrs.Vera. It's from the Odd Body Lulu series that Mrs.Vera did. And Mrs.Vera is, of course, Mrs.Vera of Verasphere. And they're actually going to have a great documentary called Mrs.Vera's Daybook coming up on KQED, Truly California series on July 27th. Check it out. They're an amazing couple. That's David and Michael. And you can see all about their artwork. But David is a great artist on his own right, besides painting up as Mrs. Vera. As you can see right here, that's a lot of fun. And we have a few more from that series shortly. Now we're going to move over to the left part of the red wall. And we're going to go up here to this piece. This is an abstract piece by my partner, Mark. He started painting about 12 years ago. He had never painted before. And he experimented with a lot of different things, and abstracts are one of them. And then he's also done some fabulous figurative pieces. It's kind of hard to believe that he just is self-taught and jumped into it so quickly. And you'll see a lot of his great pieces in the Living Room series coming up after this one, probably tomorrow. Then we move down, and this is one of the first pieces, well, it's probably the second or third piece that I bought from my roommate of 20 years, Timothy Cummings. And I forget the name of this piece, and Timothy might make comments on Facebook and let me know. This was published at the time either as a card or in some articles. And this was when we lived on Linden Street in Hayes Valley, lived there for 20 years together. Now we're going to scoot over here a little bit here, and this is another Roman piece. It's called Wrath, and I like the assemblage going on there. There's a lot of things happening. I believe those are look like grilled cheese club sandwiches, and I don't know if the person on the lower part, well, it looks like she's picking Wrath's nose, and I don't know. I don't know if the God figure on the top is flipping him off or what he's doing. But I just love that piece and the way it's assembled. Then we're going to move down to this next little piece. This is done by a well-known local artist in San Francisco, Doolittle. He's known for doing a lot of pieces on glass. This is a small piece that I bought from a show that he did at Hotel Biron, which is a little wine bar in Hayes Valley. And now we're going to move into the kitchen. And by the way, my cameraman is Jerry Wren, my sweet boyfriend, and he's doing a great job. I couldn't do it without him. We're going to move forward into the kitchen, and we're going to go up here and more of the Odd Body Lulu series. I love these little plate-like pieces. The one on the left is really fun. I just love the way the composition is done on those. Now we're going to move over to the center, and this is another piece by Timothy Cummings. It's a little oval that I got from Timothy, and it's called Mother. Isn't that sweet? Now we're going to move over to the right, and another Odd Body Lulu. Lulu's lost her head, or she's using her head as shoes and as hands. It's just a really funny piece. And I love all the little decorative things around the frame of it too. I have one more piece in the, oh actually here's another piece I forgot. This is another, this probably needs to be cleaned up a bit. This is another little piece by Mrs.Vera, just a little pin piece that I got from Mrs.Vera. And it's a cute little dog, kind of more kind of like a cartoonish rendering, like Vera does so well. And then we move over to this piece. Now, this is these are two pieces actually. This is like a baking pan, and they're just magnetized. This is by performance artist and visual artist, obviously Robbie D. He did those probably back in the 90s as well. And that, of course, is Lucy, and that's Patty McCormick, The Bad Seed. I actually have this. I need to get a new one. This that goes over the top of them. I thought it was a fun way to display these two pieces. Robbie's also known in his drag persona as Jer Bear. Anyway, if you pan back to me, I guess that's it for the kitchen. And tomorrow I'm going to be I'm going to be presenting the living room, which has a lot of artwork in it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow.